of Grandma's voice trailing at my heels. I focused on my retreat to the heavy bedroom door and its solid lock. My mother's old room, a child's room, yellow and pink and tucked under an eave. They put me there every year, as if they hadn't noticed that the short, slight girl who had once squeezed her tiny body into all the hidden recesses of this big Victorian funhouse had spent the past few summers bumping her head on the stupid slanted ceiling of that room. 16 years old and looking down at the world. I dropped my stuff on the frilly duvet and crossed to the window, stared out at the empty trailhead, tamped down the tears crowding the back of my throat. For the first time since I could remember, the boys weren't waiting for me. There was no point in texting Ben. River Run was too goddamn backwoods for its own cell tower. The property too removed to access what little coverage managed to straggle over from the nearest one. Even if it did, he probably wouldn't answer. Ben with a grudge was Ben at peak asshole, eclipsed in magnitude only by Teddy and his injured pride. I should have known better than to hope they'd show. It was simple math that screwed us, really. We were an odd number, a prime number, divisible only by itself, impossible to split into two equal parts. This natural discrepancy was one we gladly overlooked when the distance between us was literal, remedied by a first-class plane ticket, the end of the school year, the start of my parents' clockwork season abroad. And once together, it never mattered anyway. It was easy as anything to ignore the subsurface shifts and tectonic pressure, bound to end in cracks. A blur of memories clamored for space in my head. So many summers rushing back at once. And this was how they wanted things to end? Fuck the phone. Fuck them too, if they wanted to play cold shoulder. They'd damn sure picked the wrong opponent. I'd dissolve into mist before I'd let them see me beg. The doorknob's rattle shook me from my thoughts. The lock clicked and gave. She was in the room before I'd even turned around. The door was locked for a reason, Mother. As if I don't know the trick to this old door. Freshen up and change your blouse. Grandma's got dinner planned, and... She paused, studied my wet red eyes and quivering chin. Her mouth tucked itself into a delicate sneer. You shouldn't cry. It's showing. I don't care. Tell them it's allergies. You look miserable, Amy. Hold still. She crossed to the bed, pulled my Chanel compact from my purse. My vision sharpened to a surreal collection of shapes as her face neared mine and I shut down, withdrawing into the pocket of my mind, the noiseless, empty safe space that let me endure the blotting and blending as she coaxed me back to unblotched perfection. I'm sorry he disappointed you, but it's no big shock, is it? Typical River Run boys. Her words were venom-tipped darts designed to sting. What little I'd said on the subject last fall had still been too much. It was all I deserved, trusting that she'd give a fuck about my emotions apart from the impact they had on my art. Her fingers tightened on my chin as I tried to turn away. I'm not discussing him with you, Mom. He's never been up for discussion. Your focus is your work and your future, not a dead-end summer fling. If you can't uncouple one from the other, he's better off at arm's length. I can only guess at the real reason you came home empty-handed last year. Seriously? I told you I lost my satchel, along with my sketchbook and everything else in it. And I made up the work, remember? I remember that's what you said happened. Not that carelessness is an excuse. Don't forget these trips abroad are for your benefit as well. Everything about my life, every extra moment beyond the bare minimum spent with your father, all of it is to ensure your success. Also, you'll never be chained to this place or anyone in it. Whatever. If you hate River Run so much, maybe you shouldn't drop me off here for months at a time.